instead of filming what I thought I was gonna film, I got something better. We looking nice. I like this. We looking nice. Okay. Hold on. Can't be talking with dry lips. This is the darkest shade. I'm not even trying to wipe it off and put on the other one I thought it was. But anyways, let's get started. Nobody told you to be late. I already said I was posting. Nobody told you to be late. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Crazy Modern Sugar. So y'all already know what the title of this video, y'all see the title of this video. I don't know what just happened to my words. They just jumbled up. Sorry if I'm looking in the viewfinder. I'm still getting used to this nice camera. But anyways, so while I was thinking about, because actually what I had scheduled to be filmed on my content calendar today to be uploaded, what you see today, was my mental health check. For all my subscribers that been with me in this from the beginning, y'all know that I was doing mental health checks every month on my channel, and I'm getting back into doing that, but I was gonna do it today, but being that it's coming up at the end of 2024 and I was MIA for some time from my YouTube channel, I feel it is much better, instead of coming to y'all telling y'all my trials and tribulations of my mental health check for all these months that I've been MIA, I'd rather, because it's the end of, coming up on the end of 2024, I'd rather tell y'all the top 10 things that I learned this year. And when I tell you this year, I believe 2024 it wasn't just me that was going through trials and tribulations this year. I really feel like it was not just me. And let me just make it clear that I walk by God, stand by God, serve him and only him. So I never felt like so low to the fact like I felt like I had nothing, because like I stated in my other mental health check videos, my foundation is God. I just want to start that off saying that. So anytime I'm going through hard times, what I always do, pray. For y'all that follow me on Instagram, y'all see every now and again I post the scriptures that I read in the morning, because prayer, really having God by my side, really kept my head on straight. Because when I tell y'all, but anyways, I don't want to start preaching. But so let's get straight into the video. I don't want to sit here rambling too long. I'm sure if you learned some of these things as well, or if you have something to say about some of these things, make it clear, let it be known. I don't mind. We can all share what we learned this year down in the comment section. I do talk, so let us know. But this is what I learned this year to make me into the better person, into the better entrepreneur, into the better me that I'm growing into being for 2025. So, and by the way, I'm hitting my hand. And by the way, I made my vision board. I'm debating if I should show y'all. That's why I'm pausing, because when it comes to put my goals on my vision board, I like to keep my goals to myself. I just like to do that. I'm just that way. And like come at the end of the year, that's when I'll be like, okay, I accomplished this, I accomplished this, I accomplished this. Because, and by that time, y'all been done seeing it. But I did complete my vision board. See? Let me sit down. My baby dog in front of the camera. I did complete my vision board for the year 2025. I'm ready to go. All of my goals and whatever I have for myself and for like my future, I already have it set. I learned, before I get into say that, let's just jump right into my list of the top 10 things I learned in the year 2024, because if I don't jump into it, I'm gonna keep on rambling. Okay, so number one, I learned to intentionally surround myself and yourself with people who are in that mindset of constant elevation. I say that because I noticed this. I noticed this year in 2024, I had some people that didn't last all year with me because I literally had to, you know, I felt like their time, their season with me has come to a conclusion because if you haven't noticed, or maybe it's just me, when somebody in your circle, friend-wise, family-wise, whoever is in your circle who has that constant influence on you, if they are not in a constant state of elevation, wanting to do better, wanting to be better than yesterday, making sure they're in a better place than they were a couple months ago or last year, like they're constantly working, and not just working, but like for the betterment, like for the bigger picture. If you're surrounded by somebody who's not like that, that will subconsciously, get your words together, Jazz, that will subconsciously affect you. Say for example, you got a best friend. You on your grind, you on your social media bag, you doing what you do, you going to school every day, and then on the side, you know, you create your content, you building recognition, your platform's growing, yet you have this person right here that's a procrastination king or queen. I procrastinate too, but I mean like to the fullest, you know? They don't have a hobby, they don't have nothing they do on the side, they go to work, do the bare minimum at work, even on the verge of being fired. And they just don't see how their life will be in the next year or in the next 2 months, and they don't have no goals set in line for themselves. You don't want somebody around you like that when you're in that go-getter mindset, because that will hinder you in a way. I noticed it was doing it to me. So I had to, you know, I didn't like just cut them off. I actually like asked them. I was like, yo, what's your goals? What do you want to do? Like, what do you see yourself? Whatever. And they like genuinely could not answer that question. And they were just like, I don't know, I'm just going like day by day. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. Even if, it don't matter how long you've known somebody, you gotta be real and honest with them. The fact that I want genuine elevation for you and want you to be like the best you can be, you can take, what they say, you can take the horse to the lake to drink some water, but you can't make it drink some water. Whatever that saying is. But take it how you will. That's what I had to do this year. And doing that, I did see some, what's the word? I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words so much, y'all. I did see some progression in my steps for myself. You know, being around more people who are go-getters, and every day, all day y'all holding each other accountable. Y'all like, okay, so let's do this. Or, you know, or y'all check up on each other. You're like, I'm just working, doing this. Well, right now, good thing, you know, they telling you their accomplishments, small accomplished steps. So what? Little accomplishments will lead to a big goal. And they're, you know, y'all sharing those moments together. Y'all don't feel like y'all bragging about nothing, because both of y'all are constantly elevating and constantly having these small achievements. So, you know, I just learned, that was the first thing that I learned, to intentionally surround myself with people who are in the same constant state of elevation mindset. Okay, number 2, I learned to discipline myself. I'm already a pretty disciplined person, the way I work out, how many times I work out. Working out and reading my scriptures is the foundation when it comes to discipline for me, because it's a challenge. I used to read all the time, right? When I was in school, I'm the person who loved literature. I loved it. I still love it to this day. I can read all day. See my books behind me. I can read all day, every day. But you know, as you grow up and you don't be with your people like that grew you in the church, you have to make sure you stay with that foundation, of God and reading the scriptures and things like that. So that's a discipline spot for me. And also, when I go to the gym, when I'm going hard running miles on a track or on the road or wherever I'm running at that day, or next to the beach, wherever I'm running at, the challenge that gives me, the fact that I ran 10 miles. I'm not even lying, this is a side note. I ran 10 miles. That's almost half a marathon. So when I accomplished that, I was like, and to be so proud of myself and feel what my body can do and what my mind could do, because when you're working out and your body is aching or your muscles feeling a burn, you got to be strong. Your mind has to be stronger than that. And that's why I love the gym, because it builds my mentality and it builds my discipline. Keep going every day. Make sure I hit 5 days a week. And if I don't hit 5, depending on like where I'm at in my fitness journey, sometimes 3 days minimum, but 5. Right now I'm on 5 because I gotta get rocket. But let me stop. But yes, disciplining yourself is something that I learned. Well, I've been new this. It's just, it got worse. Like, it got worse. Number 3. Did I just say 3 with 5? I learned to remain consistent no matter what. So when I was going through what I was going through in the time that I was off of YouTube, I was still recording, I was still filming, I was still doing my other platform. I was still doing it, but I was in such a terrible mindset. But I just kept doing it. Even if I didn't post out all that footage until way later. If y'all go back on my vlogs, like my earlier vlogs from earlier this year, y'all saw that I was like giving y'all like a bunch of footage at once in a vlog, because I was sitting on it, but I was still filming because I'm like, I have to stay consistent. I have to keep doing what I need to do. But I just was taking forever to post it because I was going through what I was going through. No need to even backtrack on that because we're in a better place now. So that's what, that was one thing that taught me to remain consistent no matter what. Doing that. Also working out. I'm gonna always circle back around to working out, because working out genuinely helped me. I don't want to fill up my SD card. So that's why I'm trying to hurry up and talk fast and get through the list. So yeah, remain consistent no matter what. No matter what. When you sad, go to the gym, do your workouts. When you're happy, go to the gym, do your workouts. Whatever you do, whatever business you have, whatever startup business you have, for my entrepreneurs that's starting up this year, because you know the end of the year I seen a lot of people, I linked up with a lot of people who, you know, they starting their small businesses as well at the end of the year. So, you know, whatever you getting yourself into, just remember to remain consistent no matter what. It'll pay off. It will pay off. And I learned that this year, 2024. Number 4, be specific with what you want is what I learned. I noticed that after I graduated from my university, I made a vision board. That vision board got me my first apartment. It got me so much to the point I was astonished, and it made me continue to do vision boards from since then. Speaking of my graduation, side note.
Look at my picture, y'all. This is my graduation picture from my school. Ooh, don't look at me too much. Let me get back on track. Ooh, let me get back on track. But anyways.
What was I? Y'all see my head. But I was very specific with that vision board. I got my first apartment and I was like, I started my YouTube channel. I got 1,000 subscribers in a month because I was so specific in what I wanted. I was genuinely very specific. And then the year after that, I did another vision board. I was not as specific as I was in my first vision board. And I noticed I did not get as much done as I got in my first vision board when I was being so specific. And I learned that this year. And while creating my vision board over here for 2025, I was extremely specific. I name dropped what I want. I got like 2 more things I need to add on that vision board, but I'm gonna leave it there. But I name dropped what I want. I cut it in a column. I put photos on one side that I printed out. I didn't do the magazine thing. I never do the magazine thing. I just print out exactly what I'm talking about in color ink. I don't care how much it costs. I blow it up and I put it on the vision board. And then on the other column, I list out the specifics of everything. I put the specifics of everything. So, and I noticed when I do that, and when you do that, if you haven't noticed, when you're so specific in your goals and exactly what you want, you almost see it. You almost feel it. You almost like know you got it. You just going to get it. You know what I mean? So I noticed to be more specific in my goals this year. I learned that, and I can't wait to see what that gets me by the end of 2025. Number 5, I learned to recognize when something is weighing me down, hurting me, or making me feel stagnant. This resorts back to the thing that I learned to intentionally surround myself with people who are go-getters. I had a interesting thing that happened to me this year where I would go out on a limb for people, you know, that I care about. I would go the way for you, make sure you got what you need, do what I can basically for you if I can. And I noticed that, you know, people will take advantage of that no matter how long you knew them. See that finger? Because I think my exposure is high. But anyways, no matter how long you knew them, no matter how deep the relationship is, no matter how much y'all been through together, people will take advantage of you. And sometimes, and I learned that I can be blinded to that in a way. So that's a lot of headroom. I'm sorry, y'all. But I learned that I can be blinded to that in a way at times. And y'all, before I got moved into my new place, it was like, I don't know, a lot of the people that I had around me, I really cut them very, like my people, like this is how much I had, this is how much I have now. And those people are very quality people. Very quality people, is that the way to say that? Quality over quantity. But like what I had went through with these people, well, with this person, I really thought it was, I was friends with somebody, but I realized they were taking advantage of me the whole time. So there's nothing to go in too deep with that, but I just needed to make it clear to myself that I need to recognize when somebody is hurting you or weighing you down. Like every time you're around them or every time you leave from around them and you feel drained, that's a problem. Or recognize when they're making you stagnant. That one ties back into make sure to surround yourself with people who are go-getters like you. But I don't really have a lot of people around me. But that person, they hurt me. And it'll never happen again. I tell you that much. Number 6 is to be kind to myself. And that's what I learned. So this ties in with discipline, right? For me, personally, this ties in with discipline. I'm sorry if you see me looking back and forth between the camera and the viewfinder. I can't help it. Excuse me. But this ties in with self-discipline. So being kind to myself. I'm the type, I can be a little hard on myself when I didn't hit the marks that I wanted to hit. So if I, like say for example, on my content calendar, if something happened and I missed 2 content days, I'm gonna be very hard on myself. And I have to stop myself from doing that because everything happens for a reason. You're on God's timing, not your timing. That I had to learn, and that is very important. Do I need to repeat that for the people in the back? You're on God's timing, not your timing. So I had to learn that. I had to let that soak in. I had to realize that not everything is in my control. I can plan, I can set up, I can prepare for what I want. But if God don't have it going that way, it's not gonna happen that way. It's gonna happen the way He wants it to happen. So I just had to be a little more gentle on myself when it comes to me not hitting my goals the way I thought I was gonna hit them. So I just had to teach myself that and recognize that that's something I have to get over and leave in the year of 2024. Okay? Number 7 is to don't be afraid to learn from others. Why is this something that I had in my little arsenal of things that I learned in 2024 and that I want to leave in 2024? I noticed that, how do I explain this? Don't be afraid to learn from others. It's like, it's okay to see the steps that people took, that a person took, that you're like, oh, I like where they are. They're doing something similar to me. That's where I want to be, if not more. So you know, you look and see what their journey looks like. Do not, some people, you know, including me, I didn't do that. I purposely did not look into people's journeys and whatnot because I wanted to make sure that I was not duplicating what they did. I'm not the type to copy, baby, for sure, but I didn't want it to subconsciously influence my content, if that makes sense. But I had to take that out of my head, and I had to, it's okay to look at what people gone through, especially if they're opening their arms to tell you, hey, come, let me show you, you know, how I got to where I am. Let me show you the routes that I took. Let me give you some advice so you can, you know, implement it in what you're doing. Don't duplicate it, but implicate it. So I had to learn to tell myself that it's okay to learn from other people's journeys, take in their advice of what they've been through while they were getting to the point that you're trying to be at, you know? But I just always had it in the back of my head, okay, I love what they're doing. I hear what they're saying. I just don't want to really look into what they did because I don't want to subconsciously copy, you know what I mean? So I had to get that out of my head, okay? Number 8. This one hits home with me a little bit. I actually ranted about this one in a previous vlog. I don't remember which one, but I definitely ranted about this one. It was, don't take advice from somebody who's not doing, who hasn't done what you're working towards, or who's not putting as much effort into doing anything going toward what their goals or anything. So to be clear, do not take advice from somebody who has not done what you've done, or from somebody who isn't even working toward anything on their own. Somebody who's stagnant, for example. Going back to the first thing that I learned in 2024, it's like, because like I was peed off when somebody tried to like tell me, because I was like, okay, so basically, long story short, I had a mentor who was willing to teach me the ropes. Somebody was like, dang, like you just met them, you ain't gonna like fill it out first? I feel like you're rushing into it. Why does it matter what you feel like I'm rushing into? I'm literally at work. This is literally somebody who's already doing what I'm trying to get there to do. And they're telling me that if I come, they can show me how something works, and you're telling me I'm rushing into something? And they're just trying to show me how something works? You acting like I'm going to their house or something. No, I'm not. I am at work, and they're just telling me to stay after hours so they can teach me something, and I'm with the boss. And the program director. I need you to relax. I was so mad because I was like, literally, you just showed your true colors. And I knew you for years. And the fact that you said that diminishes everything. It's much easier said than done when it's somebody that you knew for years, or somebody that watched you grow so long, and y'all watched each other grow so long that you could just cut them off. Me personally, I can do that. I can do that. Some people it's harder for others. It hurts. Don't get me wrong. I don't never want to be like, yeah, I can cut somebody off and I don't care. I don't turn to I'm not like that. It hurts. But when it gets to the point where I have to literally act like you don't exist every time I see you, because that's how I am, that means I already gave you enough chances. You already showed who you were multiple times, and I'm not gonna deal with it anymore, especially if it's not benefiting me nor you. So moving on, number 9. Number 9 is, do not be afraid to start over. Literally, y'all, I feel like right now, going into 2025, I'm sorry, y'all. Going into 2025, like, I feel like I'm starting over. Like when I first started my YouTube channel, I literally feel like I'm starting over. I'm not that person. I am that person. I'm still that person, but I've grown so much since my first vlog, because my first vlog was me moving into my first apartment. I've grown so much since then. I've leveled up, basically. Since then, mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm like so much more of so much more of a concrete foundation that it literally feels like I'm starting over going into 2025. That's why I didn't want to do a mental health check for today's upload. I wanted to do what I learned in 2024, because I feel like I'm going into 2025 a totally different person. It sounds weird, but that's literally what I'm doing, because I do not feel like that person that started this YouTube channel. I've grown so much since then. So y'all will see that growth as the videos come out. And the last thing that I learned in 2025, the last thing that I learned in 2024 was to continue to pray. Pray. This is something I already knew, but it's something I could not leave off my list. Because when I was going through everything that I was going through, what did I do? I prayed. When I was going through the situations I was going through, what did I do? I prayed, and I asked God for deliverance. I asked God for his protection. I asked God for what I asked God for, and of course he delivered, as he always does. So I always say, pray. Whenever you feel alone, pray. Whenever you need somebody to talk to, pray. Like, it's okay. You don't literally have to have somebody to talk to get your emotions out all the time. God is right there with you. He been there with you before you even met anybody, before you came out your mama, hoo-ha. He was there. So you're never alone. Don't ever feel like you alone. Oh, here I'm going preaching again. But that is the 10 things that I learned in the year 2024. And I'm so ready for 2025. Y'all already see my vision board ready to go. I'm in this new space. I have so many ideas. So let's just see where this year goes. I'm remaining consistent with my uploads. This is my second upload for this week. I remixed it, you seen it? This is my second upload for this week. So yes, I am posting twice a week. Christmas is coming up. Which I ain't even finna get into that. Y'all finna see that in the next vlog. See y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next upload, okay? Bye! Your post notifications better be turned on. You better be following my socials. And you better not be late again next time.